Welcome everybody to another edition of Down and Dirty with the Badger State Tractor Pullers. Here tonight with Mark Hawthorne and Ryan Zolik, and I think Greg will be coming on here pretty soon. He's out in the fields yet, but we'd like to thank our sponsors, Talama Enterprises, Wetton Camp Transport, Front Street Toys, Trip Downing, and Casper Egg for sponsoring Down and Dirty. We got Mark here. Mark, you survived the weekend. I survived. Ryan survived. It's all good.
You're not tired though?
Nope, not at all.
You're gonna have to come down next year on Wednesday with us then and spend the weekend then.
Spend the whole week down there?
Yep.
That is tiring when you set up all that stuff and take it all down and I suppose cleaning up everything and Sunday getting everything tidied up and completely out of there, don't you?
Actually at this year we were done at 10:30 in the morning.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you had crews cleaning stuff up too, though, Saturday right after the pull too, so that had to help.
Yeah, we don't do the trash or anything like that. That group does that, but clearly, most all the equipment, the gates, you close the doors and you walk out. So we got a pretty good group.
That's nice. Yeah. Well, good. A lot of good weather. Folks were there and all over. Looks like there's a ton of beer sold. We run the Lions Club out of mushrooms and had to darn near run them out of cheese curds. They were cooking for 6-7 hours.
Yeah, it was a long day. They ran out of food too, I guess, is what I heard the Kiwanis did. They didn't have a sandwich left. They didn't have a water left.
Yeah.
So it's hard to plan. It's hard to plan the hours, but
all good.
Yeah.
Classes were good. A little bit of a rough start in the truck class and the light pro classes. We had some carnage going on. Everything's stressed throughout the summer, and then it waits to break till it gets to the Greene County Fall Nationals.
Yeah, it was. Went over to Jim. I'm like, oh boy, we're going to have to make up some time here. These first two classes. Hope it gets better. But then after that, did we even have a breakdown?
I don't think so. It was pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, just a rough start, but pounding them through 110 hooks, I think, is what we had. Oh,
was it 110 total? And then there's a couple of them that pulled twice, his sled reset or whatever. But
right.
Yeah. Which wasn't much of that. 2 sleds there like that is awesome because the guy back there is setting his sled up while this one's pulling, and they just switch spots and carry on.
Yeah, I know it goes quick. That's why we have it done like that. But I wanted to catch a customer, and I went down the starting line. I got halfway down there, and all of a sudden, I started smoking down the track. I'm like, holy crap. It was only like 2 minutes, and then they were going again. So,
yeah, there was by the time I read off who the rundown of the class was, yeah, they're already hooking up the next pulling vehicle and ready to go. So then we were rolling.
Well, that amount of iron, appreciate the guys that, I did take notice during the day of the sleds there, and the guy was sitting there waiting, and the sled's not even stopped, and they were driving out on the track. That's what helps it, go a lot quicker. But you couldn't. Yeah, I said a little longer. We had 17 more hooks this year than last year. And we got done last year in about an hour and 10 minutes early. Well, 17 tractors, that'd probably be a little over an hour. So there was a difference. But literally the pull got done and the band started up. I mean, you couldn't. That worked out really well. But we'll still try to. We don't want to be any later, that's for sure.
The cool part was all the other tractors and iron that come from different places. Like we had Minnesota, Iowa, Nebraska, Illinois, a bunch from Illinois, Missouri. Where am I missing? Was there one from Indiana there? Either way, 5 states you got people from coming to pull there. That was pretty cool.
And a few from down south in Illinois. So
yeah,
That was cool to see the Trailblazer there and Lance Little up and a couple 4-1s from Nebraska. And yeah, it's neat to see some different things.
Yeah. The Lear boys come from Reedstown. They
Yep,
normally
Lear's
pull
came.
another circuit, and they brought their new tractor and then the 4-1 there. It was nice to see them guys.
Yep. Amons from Iowa brought the 540 over, and so yeah, that was kind of neat.
A lot of fun. A lot of fun. Good pulling. Ryan, you got the video? Should we go through the winners down there?
Yeah, let me queue up. I'll queue up Monroe because I have it combined with Viroqua.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, a lot of pullers went to Viroqua Friday night. Then they traveled down the road down to Monroe. I'm sure a bunch of them probably showed up Friday night right in Monroe.
Yeah, there was a lot of tired butts on Saturday from getting done late up there, and
I was one of them.
you were yeah. There was
tractor pullers,
definitely
a bunch of gypsies, traveling from pole to pole together.
Yeah. We didn't stick around on Friday night to wait for him. We already had the gate or the front. We put post up this year with the caution tape so they just could drive right up to it. Because last year was like after 1 o'clock, I got home Friday night, and that makes for a long day on Saturday.
Chris Lemke with Kurt, he had a heck of a run. He got after it right away, right out of the hole, and that truck stuck. And he made a whale of a run. Colin Burkholz says, guess the tractor has to go on a dyno to prepare for Monroe's track next year.
Yeah, you missed that one, didn't you? He had a perfect run going too, but there.
Yeah, I'd blame Mark. I would. Yeah, darn it. This is a good one here, boy. These guys, they worked hard all summer. They got their program rolling, boy. The Paulson boys. Kyle did an excellent job driving, too.
In the night earlier, Al went 363 feet the night earlier in Viroqua.
Yeah, they really got that thing running. Then they come in there. They come in tied, wasn't it, Friday night with Allen with the
Black Thunder.
Black Thunder. And then they end up, having a good 2 nights, and then, Storybook winning the points championship. Here's another Storybook run right here. Nick Gallitz.
Talk about close finish.
Yeah. Has that ever happened in the history of?
That'd be something to look into.
I never remembered in my 40 years.
Maybe to go to second place, but probably not.
Oh yeah, that's happened. I think third. I remember. Well, no, second. I happened remembered a couple times, but like I said, 40 years in what I've been doing, I don't ever remember going to the third tiebreaker.
And
yeah, so Tony McDonald and Nick Gallitz were tied coming into there with the points, and then Nick and him tied still even, with wins. So they had first places. They had 4 wins each. Then they went to second places, and that was the same. And then they went to third places, and Nick had one more third place more than Tony McDonald, and that's what settled the points championship for 2025 season. Can you believe it?
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
that's good pulling.
And then at the end of the class, they were both up in the announcer stand with us talking about it as the last few tractors pulled, and that was what the coolest part of the whole thing was there, and congratulating one another and listening to them guys chat, and they're both smiling from ear to ear. They had so much fun, and that's what pulling's all about right there. That's what it's about.
Adam Stevens is going to get a lot of free beers from Gallitz at the banquet, and Tony McDonald's probably not going to like him so much.
Oh, yeah?
Well, Stevens snuck into second, so he got between them.
Oh, that's what got him the tie, right?
Yeah. So if Stevens would have been one spot behind him, then Tony would have won.
Oh, jeez.
It's all Stevens' fault.
Yep. He'll chime in here in a little bit, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Hooked
there he
up,
is.
Brian Barman.
That didn't
Oh,
take
yeah,
long.
there he is. He's giggling. Yeah. Old Slow Ride was on a fast run. Hooked up, did a great job. Brian Barman had a good season, too. He had a number of wins all over the place. Boy, Lee Ruff, he won by like 12 foot down there. He went 323, and I think closest one to him was, well, maybe it was just 10 foot, 313, I think maybe he was second.
Which is still a lot in Hot Farm.
That's a lot. Yeah. He had a nice hook, though. I told Nick I better get a Christmas card and see if it's.
That's it? Just a Christmas card?
Well, yeah, you can send
That's
a
all,
Christmas card.
I'd be asking for a little more than that.
It better be full of something.
David Zenz. Boy, the Zenz boys this year picked up right where they left off from 2024. And his brother had some trouble with the Oliver, and they blew the motor up. A couple rear ends between them. But, man, they're consistent.
And he almost caught his brother the way they finished because there was enough points tractors there. And he almost actually caught him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
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 He got within 6 points.
Oh,
Yeah.
geez.
Yep. So, yeah. So Steve's the points champ back to back. But both of them got nice tractors and both super nice guys. Andrew Vorwald, talk about a guy that's a hot shoe behind the wheel. He can drive, that guy. And him and this tractor are definitely good together.
Yeah, and with moving the starting lines forward and back, I think really helped the track throughout the day, Mark.
Yeah,
I
it
think
has
that-
down there. There's a lot of hooks.
It's still a lot, but like I think it held together the best I've seen.
If you don't, you're just gonna make that dip more and more and more and more.
Yep.
Yep, I think that's the best way of doing it, and it's worked. So
Timmermans, so gosh, how many points championships have they won with Badger State? They're so consistent, and then even when they go to the big circuits, they run well. Dale took it down to Kentucky down there to Sullivan's and won the Hansel Sullivan Invitational. They do good in Hillsboro, and you get on the big circuits, they do good too. They just got good equipment, good driving.
yeah, they can go anywhere. Yeah.
Thomas Wright. Tony went 310.37 for third. John Meyer Jr. went 310.36 for fourth. Last hook of the year and 1/100th of an inch caused a tie. What an awesome finish to the year.
Yeah, because if Meyer would have got it in front of him, then they went the other way.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
that could have went. Yeah, I forgot about that.
So John Meyer needs a Christmas card too then, Stevens.
Yeah, he needs one from Tony. Kind of.
Yeah.
They keep him in there.
Yep. Yeah. Hey, let's whistle out the Viroqua ones while I got them up.
Sure.
Let's see the winners. Ken and Derek Mike. It's binder time.
No, that was that at the end. That's all the points champions we can talk about at the end here.
Friday, Mama's Money went 346. First hook right side. Track waiting, fair warning, 332 second at Viroqua Friday. At 21 hot farms, both at Viroqua and Monroe. And that's the biggest number all year because they've been kind of hovered around the 14 mark this year, it seems like.
Yeah, so Jason drove his brother's tractor this weekend and got the win up in Viroqua.
Yeah, driving his brother's tractor, wasn't he?
Yep.
He got the win with that one. Well, thanks, Kevin. Greatly appreciated. Dominic Holdroffer, you can't take nothing away from him. He's had a stellar season winning the points championship. It was really close as the Diamond Deer was knocking on the door going into Viroqua. And Dominic won, and I think Tracy and Melvin were back in 10th, I think, weren't they?
They were early in the class, and the track kind of got a little bit better as it went along for them.
And I think they were second hook. They went in tied, and Paulson was second hook. That'll happen.
Yep.
Yeah, you never know. It's luck of the draw, and not much you can do. You do the best you can at the time and try and get the lead and hope it sticks.
Yeah, and at Viroqua with Tony winning, Nick didn't have a very good night up there. He had a 6-point lead, and he was down 4 going into Monroe because it flipped on him.
Yeah.
He had an 8-point lead and lost 12 points.
Yeah.
I believe is what it was.
Tom, when I come in there down the Monroe, going to park, and he said we got some making up to do, and I don't know if we're going to get there. Being second hook sucks, Colin said. Yeah, sometimes it does. Sometimes you're the windshield, and sometimes you're the bug.
Yeah, and then Al here. I mean, this is a picture perfect pass. He could have kept going, I think, essentially.
Wow. That's amazing. 363.
And then, of course, John Meyer Jr. won the Silver Series in 4-1 for PPL this year as well.
Yeah, and that was the storybook ending too there with I think the first night he had the chain or something wrapped around the adjusting screws or something, and whoever was sitting in second, from what I heard, that so that's not how I want to win a points championship. So they even it out or something. Whoever won the second night, I guess. So.
Yeah, there was about 3 or 4 tractors in this grouping because I was down there with the live stream, and his tractor, he had Dean Hollicky, Darren Ratterman's tractor, and those are some of the top 4 ones in the country, and they just didn't seem to really be hooking up. They just were spinning, and then they started looking at their hitches, and they all kind of had like the same type of. It kind of damaged their hitches, from what I was told.
Mm-hmm.
Then they had a meeting Saturday, and Adrian Cox, who was battling John Meyer Jr., agreed to. They took all the points away from Friday night and reset everything.
Oh, that's kudos to him. That's one hell of a competitor. That comes in and does that, and it's not all about winning.
Mm-hmm.
Not all about the win. Stuff like that is just amazing, and I think they all enjoy that too. That it's an even deal all across the board, because he could have not said anything and walked away with the points championship the next night.
Yep.
So,
yeah, because John would have lost probably 8 to 10 points, I think, somewhere in that range.
That's
maybe even more than that.
Yeah, I mean, because there was a lot. They get a lot of tractors to sign up for points, and they don't all make it. But they do show up kind of at the end, and so it might have even been more than that.
Amanda Stern, end of another great season. Never know who's going to win. Always exciting. Yes, it is. Yes. And it always comes down to the Greene County Fall Nationals. You know, you could pull all summer long, but it doesn't matter until you're done at the end of the day in Monroe.
Yeah. One
There's
last big hurrah, I guess.
one
This
bad
probably be
big
the most classes in a while that actually like really big toss ups.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever had that, to be honest with you. Not within, because we had what?
I think at least 5, right? That were
Five.
basically either tied or within a couple points.
5 classes within 8 points.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good pulling. That's great for the fans coming to watch, see that unfold, you know.
Yeah,
And even like
truck class ended up that nobody wants to see that ending, but you had 2 diesel trucks that come in, tied for first, and one breaks. Wiltsey broke on the line, and Ben just had to move it, But yeah, that sucks to lose that way.
yeah, and Ben wasn't happy about that either. He didn't want to win a points championship that way either.
Ben's he wants to win heads up.
Heads up, yeah. And then Greg, my brother, and then Ryan were just a couple points away from 3rd and 4th going into Monroe. So my brother had to get by Ryan, and he did, but they were tied then, I think, for points, but then the win goes to the wins and stuff. So Ryan had more wins than Greg, so he ended up in the 3rd spot then.
It doesn't surprise you, does it, John? Number 2. We'll move on. Next subject. I just had to throw that in there, just because.
Pick on him a little bit.
My phone will be getting a text here soon, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, it'll be dinging here pretty soon. If he's not watching, somebody will tell him. Somehow it's going to be your fault. You know that.
I'm going to try to make it yours.
Probably mine too. All of a sudden we're birds of a feather and flock together when that happens. It seems.
Yeah,
I get a phone call too. You and that effing Mark. What did I do now? Maybe I better start finding texts. I see where it went wrong.
It'll make for a good day tomorrow. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, entertaining. Yeah.
Everybody's listening, going, "What are these guys talking about?"
Oh yeah, that's all inside groove. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Some good points champions, some different ones this year. Holgroffer winning, Trip Downing winning.
Yeah, if you can win that hop arm class, that battle.
That's a tough one, yeah. Steve Zen's winning back.
Didn't come from Iowa to do it.
Yeah.
They put the motor together Friday night to make Monroe with that one.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't want to give it to his brother.
Jason Round also back-to-back points champion in the Pro Stock class.
Was it the same tractor or is it a different one this year?
I thought it was the same one.
It was an Industrial Force last year too. I'd have to look or go back.
Was it?
And look. I thought it was the no limit one. What they call it.
Might have been, yeah.
Because they had troubles with the yellow one last year.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think it missed a pole last year.
Yeah.
Or it didn't finish. They had one kind of bad finish.
It's good to see Johnny Peterson too. He does a good job with the sled, and he enjoys coming down to Monroe too.
They both did.
Yeah, 2 good
They
sleds.
did a good job from Iowa. I think that was the first time he hooked the Pro Stock class. I think.
Yeah.
In Badger State, I think it is. So Greg wanted to try that, and Jay's going to be hooking into this mower. And I said, well, we can switch that around. Absolutely. Be a good place to try it out. And I didn't hear anything bad from the Pro Stocks. So
I think we only had that one sled. He was just light on the trucks. I think that was the only sled reset all day. I think
That was the only sled reset all day, yeah, because the Iron Horse never reset all day.
No.
And they had all good distances. It wasn't like it was everybody was shut down at 280, 290. I mean, they're all over 300 foot, you know.
That's a long enough track down there. You can use it.
Yeah. Let them roll and reel them in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you finally did enough maintenance on your dad's tractor that didn't have any problems. I'm proud of you.
Did you weight the tractor though?
I did not weight the tractor. that was not on me.
I don't know. Where's Larry? I want to talk to him.
I just nicely went back and asked why there was 175 pounds in the back, because that's not usually where it's at when I'm around. And but I've only been around twice this summer, so I let them do their deal. But with the broken intercooler, all the times we have been out this summer, well, I guess the new intercooler kind of woke it up a little bit. So there'll be more weight up front next time.
Yeah,
And he still had a good distance despite the.
No, he didn't.
Well,
I don't care how far you are. When you're second to last, you didn't have a good distance. You can blow smoke however you want. It ain't gonna make me feel any better.
You can be Bob Ross and paint the picture of that little tree over here, and it's gonna work.
He's lucky he got that far. All I got to say.
well, that's what that's pretty good for as much he bounced.
You're right.
Yeah,
And he still spun it out. He didn't kill it.
Right.
Yeah.
There's positives.
There's positives, I guess. Right. Yeah.
Loaded it up in one piece. What's wrong with that?
That's why I said it can sit there in the corner now, and he can leave his fingers off for a couple months at least. So
9 months to the next poll, unless you go to the Winter Nationals.
Oh, Murray. There's
Bring
Glenn.
that up, didn't you? Yeah, Glenn. Yeah.
The 50% of the problem. There he is, right there.
Oh, you don't have to worry about the phone calls. The visitors you got tomorrow are going to be pretty hard on you. You're digging a pretty big hole, Hawthorne.
They won't expect anything less of me.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah. Oh man.
Hey, his mind wasn't in. He had to sit in the track and run the finish leveler all day. So, well,
Yeah.
he actually should have been sharp, though. We had air conditioning all day too. Right, Berg? Yep, sure did. We didn't. Yep, I went there.
Yep. So much for being overcast all day, huh?
You know what this
Right.
is, don't you, Hawk? This world's smallest little violin playing for you.
Hey, you had a rough up there
Yeah.
too, so I don't feel bad for you either.
Yeah. It was actually getting pretty warm up there underneath the old tin work. And
I bet it was, yeah.
The breeze started kicking up a little bit. Kind of felt sorry for the girls as we started smelling like gym lockers up there for a little while, I think. Nobody complained, but yeah.
Either
I'd
90
rather
or
have that
55.
than be super cold.
Well,
It could've been
true.
snowing.
If it's 55 degrees out or 60 and then the wind blows, then it's chilly up there.
And then you lose the crowd. Yeah,
Yeah.
It never can just be like 76, though. That would be a nice year.
Yeah.
You didn't have to
Well,
worry
when
about competing against the Badger game. There wasn't.
No.
Oh,
That was over in the first 5 minutes.
yeah. What the heck was it? 28-3 when Heidi showed me or something?
They scored 2 touchdowns in like 7 minutes of the first quarter.
Wow.
Then they brought in their fourth string.
Yeah,
Ooh, that was rough.
the fourth string of the practice squad.
Right.
Well, the gal that won the pallet of beer, she was overexcited. Holy moly.
She never quit. Yeah.
She's You know her?
I don't.
Oh,
Did she have a way to?
Durand, Illinois, I think, right?
yeah. Oh, yeah. She was revved up. I think she drank a pallet of beer with her friends before she come up there.
She held her own pretty good, but she was still jumping up and down back there when we were loading her up. Like, geez.
Oh,
I walked up to her because, well, anybody that was there heard her speech. I probably can't say exactly what she said on the speech, but she said, I bought some tickets and I can't believe I
yeah.
won. And
Yeah.
so then I walked down there when she was getting her pallet. My sister and her were together, and we got about 10 foot away. And I said, well, I have an effing problem myself. And my sister's face, he looked like, uh-oh, what happened? So they're both looking at me. I said, why is this your first year here? I go, you got 18 years of explaining to do with me. She just, yeah, it was her first year there. God.
Christopher asked me how many years I was there. I said, all of them. How many are there? All of them?
All of them?
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah. You came with the pull.
Yep. Yeah. It's a good one. The pull, that is. The 50-50 raffles were good too. Gosh, both of them were over $3,000. Both of them. The dance team, they do a heck of a job. And then, special thanks to Mike's Repair and Front Street Toys. They threw in $500 in each one. $300 for second, $200 for third. So that's pretty nice.
Yeah. Yep. Each of them damn near, well, one hit 3,500, the other one's like 3,450. So, the first winner gave back 500 to the dance team and 400 to the Fall National. So he donated $900 back. That was pretty neat.
Yeah. Squawk.
He's always in front of the announcer stand. Yep.
Yeah, he didn't go far. He come over. We heard him hooting and hollering. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was one fan that if we'd have got a loudest fan award for the day, there's a gal, and I think Heidi knew who she was, who was sitting down in front. And boy, when we shut the mic off, you could hear her over the tractors and stuff running. I think she was well bush lighted.
Yeah. What time of day was that?
Idea for you.
You have to ask Heidi. Heidi knows who it is, but she's having fun anyway. Nothing wrong with that.
What time of day was that?
All day.
Oh, all day.
All day.
So she came bush lighted.
I don't know. I think she's working on it the whole time. She's just loud. Yeah, she was talking to whoever it was right next to her, and she was loud. It's pretty funny. I looked at Christopher. I said, "Did you hear her?" Yeah, she's right in front here. I said, "Yeah."
You should put a string on the mic next year and kind of dangle it down there so we can get some of the spectator like her, get a story with it.
Yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll have to get a pool cue or something, or have you make something up there, and then we'll just Velcro down there quick and then hang it out over there.
Oh,
Might get a couple words on live stream you don't want though.
We're not part of the FCC, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, mom just texted me. We know who that is.
Oh,
I ain't gonna say her name, but it's a sponsor's daughter.
is it?
It's a class sponsor's daughter. She's
having fun.
She's like that sober.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
maybe she wasn't well bush lighted then.
She's like that sober. Happy girl.
We'll bring her up to interviewer next year.
You have to do the Wildest Fan Award next year.
Yep.
We can make that happen.
We got to do that. Yeah, the wildest fan. Yep. Yeah.
I'll vote it on by the announcers.
Voted on by the announcers. Yep. She'll win hands down. You'll hear her in the grandstands.
She only have to try.
Yeah. Yeah. get her name from you, and then we'll just have it ready to go. How many years is that? I don't think I got enough fingers and toes. It's
Unless he cuts them
18.
off, he does.
Yeah, you cut 2 off. Yeah, just figure out which toes you want gone. Pinky toe or big toe, one of the two, or both. Yep. That was awesome, but your sponsors got to be happy with that too. And Washington Implement up there is nice talking to them up there. They've been a sponsor every year. That's just amazing, and a small, dealership that does that every year.
Yeah, not even a corporate one. It's boy, that's a lot of commitment. And I mean, we've had a lot of them that been with us all these years, and it makes the guy feel good when you have new ones come in, they're like, I want to be a part of that. It's like, well, you see all those banners down the middle. It's like when we're setting them up, the team's like, we can't add no more. Before long, nobody's gonna see them. But how do you don't turn nobody away. You just gotta. It's a good problem to have, though, I guess.
It is a good problem. Yep. Something too is the opening ceremonies there, and a moment of silence, and having the Meyer family out with his tractor, and the whole 466 class out there holding the flag. There's not very many dry eyes in that place there. It was pretty amazing.
Yeah, and for the whole hot farm class I looked around that flag, and I don't think I've seen anybody missing. So that was pretty neat.
Yeah.
Hopefully we don't have to do that for a long time.
Yes.
Again.
I agree. Then the Pro Stock class took all their winnings and donated it to the Meyer family. The whole class donated all to her. So that was pretty sweet too.
Yep, tight-knit family.
Yeah. That was awesome. Yeah, good time, great food. I'm sure you guys had to sell out a merchandise. Did you? It'd be darn close.
It was a normal year. There's a lot of years we'll sell out of sweatshirts. If it's a little cooler. This year all the t-shirts went, but it was average. They still fly off the shelf. People know though too. They were telling me a story. A guy who wanted to come in, and him and his wife, and wanted a shirt or whatever size, and they're out of that size. And she said, "Well, you got one over here with these 3 tracks." Then no, that was 2024. They come over here. Well, what about this one? No, that's 2023. Because we had some shirts maybe previous 2 years. Like this year, we ran out of that 2 years ago, right? So that's kind of how it goes. But he knew because he had one every year.
Yeah.
Because we don't put years on for that reason,
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I think Gerlach still come up and get one because we always have a few stragglers with them on it, so they'll come up and grab one yet.
Yeah. How many hooks you think you had at the first one? Oof.
That's a really good question.
That's a trivia question.
Had to be close though through the years. First one might not have been as many, but I mean every year kind of after that, everybody kind of come out of the woodwork. And I think it's kind of helped too that you moved it up a weekend too, because since you've done that, we've had better weather.
Well, and that will be so. It's going to stay on this date, okay? As long as we have this, it's going to stay on this date because it did talk to the fairgrounds, and there's a flea. The flea market has been on the second Saturday of September every year, okay? So they want to move that, and we weren't going to step anybody's toes, but with Viroqua being when it is, and then we have cheese days down here. It happens every 2 years. We're always on a different weekend. It always worked out. People said you can't change weekends because you're not going to have a crowd. Well, we always did, but by having it on the same one, people can plan on that. So the fairgrounds did tell me today that they're either not going to have the flea market or they're going to move the flea market. So we will be after Viroqua now from now on.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
That'll
it's
be
better.
nice.
I think you get some more people hooked too, because if they travel from Minnesota, most of them can stop Friday night and pull, come on down and pull Saturday too, you know?
Yeah. And it's a bang, bang, you're done. Who, you know, go to Viroqua and then you got to take 2 weeks off because next year we would actually have to move the date. It would have been the last day of September. Well, weather, farming, all that. That's not, no.
Yeah.
And
That's it.
I told the fairgrounds, I don't even mean, but I said, I don't want you the reason to cancel us, but I said, if this ain't the date we can have it on, I said, we're actually going to be done. So that's how much that meant to us by having it on that date. So
I think it is helpful to have it that day too, because in years past, when it was later, you get a lot of people that are already starting in the fields, you know, and then it's go time, and you know, we love to come watch the pull, Mark, but we also got to get crops in when we can too. So
Yep.
I think it's better. Yeah.
And as an organization, having, calling this championship weekend and not having that delay, like you said, Mark, really makes it a one fun weekend for the points, not that delay.
Yeah.
Sometimes, I guess it paid off. We maybe should have tried that a long time ago, but you don't upset anybody's, it's not fair. Somebody's been down there doing that all these years, and we come in and say, we want you to move it, but we either needed a reason not to do it or
Not now.
Those days are getting there. I'm telling you.
Yeah. And who wants a bunch of fleas anyway? Never understood that.
So there will be a 20th. We can say that.
Yeah. I don't know though. The way you're talking to Glenn Bergie and a few guys and my brother, you might have a whole shop full of fleas tomorrow.
That's true. Yeah, Bergie's part of the Fall National staff. I better watch what I'm saying.
Knocking on the door tomorrow.
Yeah.
Move away, Monica. Where's Mark?
Giving his shirt back.
It'll just be on the front porch.
Yeah. Oh, crap! Now we won't have a leveler driver either. Now, God dang it!
Oh man.
Yep. He wouldn't do that to me. I can get away with a lot of stuff.
Send Larry over to smooth it out. Yep. What a weekend though, and what a year. So it's awesome. So now guys like you can breathe just a little bit, but stay busy cutting tires now for the Winter Nationals and Louisville, and guys probably already ordering tires for next year, I'm sure.
I've never seen anything like it. Usually October you can kind of breathe, and oh no, like in the last 10 days there was, without exaggerating, there's at least 12 sets of new tires ordered, wheels, everything in 10 days, and we weren't even done with pulling season yet. So it's just how big pulling's got. Overseas has got crazy over there. I mean, it's got loads going over there, and I did kind of like that breather though. I mean, after the Fall Nationals, you kind of gotta have that wind down a little bit. And heck, we had our staff trailer that was full. I said, well, we'll do that. We'll take off on Monday. We'll get the trailer unloaded. We'll get things staged away here, because I moved out of Monticello, so I moved toward Monroe, so I don't have that my shed that we stored it in anymore. So now we're gonna do it at the shop. So trying to make things organized. We didn't touch the trailer till about 2:00 this afternoon because it's busy with everything else. So, yeah. But it's all part of it. We make time to do both. So
You'll have that.
Yeah.
Used to be a lull in tires and stuff, but now it's year round pretty much, constantly.
Yeah. It's not bad. It's actually a good thing though, because remember years ago when there was no winter pulls, you as a puller, when do you want your tires done? May. Never thought about it, right? now these winter pulls have really helped. They're already getting ready, or they don't all have them touched up in May for the season. They're having touched up in December, getting ready for winter pulls, and they're ready for summer. So it does help that in a way.
Yeah. I've seen guys that have sets of tires and wheels used for sale too, like on Facebook Marketplace and stuff. Guys that are already ordering and either selling what they got or, peddling and changing up.
Yeah. With the tire game the way it is now, it's all confusing, and like turbos and everything else. It's time you turn around, there's something new coming out.
Yeah. Yep. It changes the whole program.
Yeah.
But it's good for businesses. So.
And I can make this announcement tonight. So for sure, the Midwest Winter Nationals will be January 15th through the 17th in Cloverdale. And we're in the final stages of adding the Midwest Spring Nationals back at Gordyville at the first weekend of March.
2 winter pulls.
2.
For What's Smoking Promotions. So
registration is going to open up for the Midwest Winter Nationals sometime this week. We'll be making an announcement of that.
When will they be announcing the classes for the Gordyville
one? Soon. And there'll be a post here on Facebook for the Winter Nationals. We rearranged some classes, and so like if you're a 466 hot farm, you're gonna have your own qualifier this year. And on Saturday night, they'll all run together, but they're still only going to be, they're only pulling against 466 tractors in the finals.
Oh, okay.
It'll be separate winners this year.
Separate the 510s out from them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. They're just getting too far apart for us to try to keep them close now.
They can have the 50 Pro stocks again in Cloverdale?
Yep. 50 Pros will be back. We will also be tweaking. There'll be an NTPA Super Farm class and a PPL Super Farm class. Light Limited's class will be set up the same. So we'll have one session where it'll be the Badger State and PPL Western Series rules, and then there'll be a lighter class as well later in the week. So look forward to releasing all that information out here in the next couple of days.
Sweet. Awesome. That'll be good. So it'll be 4 big winter pulls then basically. So Harrisburg, Keystone, Louisville, and then those 2 pulls. So there you go, Mark. More work.
Don't forget Murfreesboro. Don't forget the Kentucky Invitational. Don't forget all them.
Yep. Squeeze them in there.
I think you can go Florida. Then you got the Florida winter. I think there's a pull every weekend all winter. I think somewhere.
Yep. Yeah, especially with all the Florida pulls too mixed in there.
There too, yeah.
Then you got garden tractor guys that do the national quarter scale that have 6 of them.
Yep.
That are on. Antique guys have a couple indoor ones too, don't they?
Yep. Yeah. Tunica and Iowa, Signarny, and I think there's another one.
Then there's one up in northern Wisconsin in the spring that garden tractor pullers and mini rods.
Yep.
And there's one in Iowa too that's in the winter there, closer to spring, but I forget which one that is too.
You missed Louisville when you were saying all those?
No, that was part of the Big Four.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Just making sure. Yeah.
So, Mark, if you want your old booth space back at Gordyville, we can line that up for you.
Yeah, get you the booth.
Say that again?
If you want your old booth space back at Gordyville, we can line that back up for you again.
I am sure you could. I do miss that. I do miss that place.
It'll be warmer, hopefully.
Fill it with peanuts.
The only thing I didn't miss about that place is we had a really good time after we were done with the booth because we had to be well reserved running the booth because you got to run a business, right? So afterwards is when we had our fun. Well, somebody had to be inside unlocking the damn door for the vendors, and that was me. So I had to be up at 7:30 every morning so they could get in. That was a long weekend every year.
A fool and his bottle of aspirin don't part.
Well, they have cleaned up the place, Mark. Just FYI, they have cleaned it up.
Yeah, Mark ain't been there.
A lot of stories from their place.
I'm sorry. Jordan,
Oh, yeah.
you'll be fine. Let's go.
See? You're stuck now.
Coming from one that I don't even know if she's been there. She just hears the stories from when we went and she wants to go.
See? See? Yeah. They want to make their own memories.
Yeah.
Don't worry about your dad, Jordan. Let him stew a little bit. He'll be fine. That's good. I'm gonna have to send her Christmas card for burning you right on here.
Yeah, gotta love family.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm still trying to figure out how these people knew you were having me on tonight because I didn't say nothing to nobody. Oh, there's another one. Well, must be texting everybody.
Wow.
I never napped at the booth. That was him, by the way. Him and Taylor that goes with his phone all the time. Yep, first Gordyville, they were sleeping at the booth one day.
Yeah.
That was not me.
Yeah. I'm sure you had plenty of help when Franzak was with you on all of it.
He was the initiator of everything.
Throw the cap away, start pouring.
That's what he did. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sit down. You're not going anywhere.
Yeah. He was my right-hand man down there.
That was good times. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
I announced down there 2 years, and I seen you guys one night after the pull. Yeah, you were definitely in the pull off. That's for sure.
Oh, don't be making that up.
Can't deny.
You didn't know you were gonna get stuck in Gordyville stories tonight.
Seen it with my eyes.
Again, we had to stay there because we had to lock up.
Right.
See?
Yep.
Yeah. Responsibilities, John.
Responsibility. Yes, we'll go with that. Whatever it takes. But we're going to listen to Jordan. Maybe in March we won't freeze to death in Gordyville. Laugh out loud. Yeah, that'd be good.
That's the hope. That's the hope of moving it to March.
Yeah. One year I was down there, it was cold. I think it was below zero outside when I was.
It was negative 30 inside the building that one year.
It was better dress warm. Yeah. Other than Art,
it was that year.
Art had the hot lemonade mixed up though. He was all right.
Yeah, he was never cold.
No. Nope.
But the announcer's booth was in the perfect spot because it was right under those heaters.
Yeah.
So you could be in a t-shirt and everyone else is in overalls and snowmobile suits.
Yeah. I think that you were talking, I was like, it was 30 below when we drove in on that Wednesday. Remember when Fredericks always brought our tractor down? They unloaded Wednesday night, and it took till, I think, Thursday night even. Our Deutz was still frosted. The whole hood was still white.
Really?
That like 24 hours later. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
That was a good one.
Great show tonight. You had me rolling, David Walker. Well, good. Kim Hand, dozing through as a great team. Beautiful service for Myers family. Love the service for them, including hot farm pullers. Very emotional and proud of the teams that donated to this family. Great job to everyone. Boy, I couldn't have said it any better myself. Yes, it was very touching. Yep. And I never had a beer down there. Usually I have like 2, and then I never even had one this year. I don't know what the heck's going on.
Older, more responsible.
Nope.
No.
Oh, nope.
Fair enough.
Older, but you know.
Maybe you're too busy talking up there and you didn't have time.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Your mouth
See,
is probably
I'm
full of
honest
t-shirts.
about it, Mark. I don't sweep underneath the rug like you're trying to do, and then Jordan pops up here, and you know.
There's gonna be a team meeting tomorrow at Hawthorne's.
Yep.
How many
Impromptu
t-shirts did you get?
Me?
Yeah.
I didn't even get a chance to buy one. So, yeah.
Well, usually the Lions Club brings them up to you.
Oh, cheese curds. Yeah, they brought. That's the t-shirts. Boy, you got your tongue caught around your dentures again. Can't see what you're saying, but.
I got sunburned lips from Friday and Saturday.
I'm not commenting on that.
I never got any. I didn't get one cheese curd, by the way.
Didn't you?
No, I did not.
Oh, the mushrooms are the best.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I bought some right away there before I started jaw jacking, and they brought up a couple sets of curds and a couple sets of mushrooms, and yeah, they didn't last long.
Mm-mm.
No. Food's good there. Man, oh man.
Definitely good variety, yeah.
Food is good. Beer's cold. Doesn't get any better. Good pulling going on. Good times.
Good day, yeah.
Well,
Yep.
Thanks for coming on and hanging with us, Mark. A lot of
You
fun.
bet.
Great event. Can't wait till next year.
Yeah, congrats on a solid event, Mark, and I guess we'll see you in Gordyville.
We'll talk about that in a side film.
Okay.
Well, thanks for having me and having me before the poll, and thanks for all of you guys do, Badger State, everybody that helps put this on. You know that it takes all of us to do this. It's just not us, and we expect a lot from pullers and stuff, and sometimes they don't like the rules, and I guess when they're there, you're there for a reason, and they gotta follow the rules, and it might make some people mad once in a while, but just realize that it's easier driving in the pits than it is putting it on. So we apologize if we made anybody mad that day or whatever, but we have rules to abide by ourselves and stuff. So like I said, it takes all of us to do this. It's just not the Fall Nationals, it's Badger State and all you guys, announcers and videographers, and so like I said, one team to do all this.
Yeah.
So.
And Jordan just said she'll start packing.
These next year want to take the tractor. She didn't say we're putting up the booth up, right? She didn't say nothing about taking the tractor, just the booth.
Well, probably
I think
both.
she wants to drive, right?
Dad can't. Dad don't like that. Oh, that is in March. I can't even use cold weather anymore.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lose this. I'm gonna lose this battle.
He's gonna lose, yeah. Yeah. I'll call Larry tomorrow and tell him about it.
He doesn't get there till mid-afternoon, so
That's fine. Yeah. I'll just have Monica let me know when he's there, and then I'll call him. Then we'll get Jordan on board. So have Monica tell her, get her on board, and by about 5:30 tomorrow evening, it'll be all set in stone.
we're loading in the trailer already, huh?
What? No tractor.
Hey,
Oh man,
look at that. She's making.
I'm sure
decisions.
Larry wants to go back down Gordyville one more time. On the
Yeah,
track.
he wants to go one more time, Jordan. So much for your Christmas card.
Oh shoot!
You got a battle going now.
The tractor's definitely going now. All right. We're in. Perfect.
You're starting a family feud, Mark. Sorry.
Oh, dang.
I can see my phone blowing up tomorrow.
You have no idea.
Stacy Everett says you better start packing, Mark. Yeah.
You better
It's gonna
shut the
be-
show down now. It's fine, right? Yep. Everybody, good night, goodbye, hit end.
I can't do nothing about that either. Ryan's the one that shuts
Oh
it
man,
down.
the button, my mouse broke.
Well, we want to thank Hawthorne Tire for the commentary tonight. Boy, we got to get you on more often. This is great.
Yeah, send all your letters to Mark to get to Gordy.
Yep, send all your letters to Mark. And any questions you have for Mark next week, we'll have them for you. Yep, absolutely. And we want to thank Slama Enterprises, Casper Egg, Trip Downing, and congratulations, Trip, on the points championship. Front Street Toys and Wetton Camp Transport for helping us out with Down and Dirty with the Badger State Tractor Pullers. And everybody that watches week in and week out and comes to all the polls and supports Badger State, we can't thank you enough. So, and we still have a few tickets left. Not many. Man, we sold a whole bunch of them here this last weekend. And I think Jack Spots was pretty wound up about how fast the tickets were going. I don't know how many I sold, but I think I'm probably right up there in the lead of the sales department this year. But thank you, everybody, and have a good night.